What does legacy mean? We live in a very, very finite world. It's only for a particular time frame. In terms of how do you build a legacy and why is it so important for you to think about legacy? Intentional build pandrom. The most important thing is it is about defining your values and purpose. Hello, vanakkam, welcome back. இன்னைக்கு பேச போற டாபிக் என்னன்னா building a legacy. Legacyனா என்ன? And I'm going to talk about அதுக்கு என்ன framework. எப்படி வந்து legacy build பண்ணனும்? How should you think about legacy? What does legacy mean? We live in a very, very finite world. Whether it is as an individual or as a business. Everything lasts only for a particular time frame, right? We all believe that. But when we are long gone, what do people talk after? Or what is the impact what you have created? When they are gone, they say, oh, our superana manchan, or business irundaduna, and the business vandu samaya pannittu irundanga, romba பரம்பரையா பிசினஸ் பண்றாங்க ஆனா இன்னைக்கு கூட வந்து அவங்களோட the same quality or the same customer service. You see that. What is that? So there is a framework, and that is what we are going to talk about today in terms of how do you build a legacy and why is it so important for you to think about legacy. I'm going to talk about from an individual's perspective and from a business perspective. Why I'm talking from an individual's perspective now, I go back to my own dad, and when he passed away, how did people talk about him? In the sense, they used to say he was such an amazing human being, so helpful, and we still talk about his kindness, the warmth what he had. That there's a framework for doing that, and that's what we're going to talk about. எப்படி இத வந்து நம்ம intentionally build பண்றோம் legacy அப்படினு சொல்லி. So first வந்து most important thing is it is about defining your values and purpose, right? So when you define your values and purpose na எப்படினா நம்ம வந்து ஒரு individual ஓட example எடுத்தோம்னா, okay, as an individual, when you're leading your life, the way we think about it is what are the values what we have in terms of how we are raising our kids and how are we actually conducting ourselves with a lot of kindness, by helping others, whatever it is. So that throughout your life when you start doing that, when you're long gone, people continue to speak about the nice things what you did. Adhe madri, you are talking to your kids and educating them what are the importance of values. So they pass it on to the next generation. ஒரு சின்ன example இதுல என்னன்னா, when we have a problem, we go to our moms, dads, illati tata party. If you go to specifically tata party, they'll tell you a story about their fathers. You went with a problem, they will say about their parents or a situation, how they solved that particular problem. They're not actually giving you, hey, this is how you need to approach. But what they are giving you is a story in terms of what is actually their values, how their previous generation solved that. So, and that is what is legacy. It has been passed from one generation to another generation to another generation, which is values. Now, think about a business. A business la எப்படின்னா நிறைய entrepreneurs. In fact, my own case, when we started the business, in the first 1 year, 2 years, I did not even think about legacy. I was just thinking about, hey, that particular, my only goal was, in the very first year, am I going to make a paycheck? Am I going to earn enough money to sustain my family? In the next year, it grew a little bigger. There were some more people. Then I thought, okay, am I going to make enough money to support them? That's what I was thinking. In the third year, then I was thinking, the vision started growing bigger. Then I was thinking, you know what? A company, the way you need to think about is how can you create a lasting legacy. Idu vandu enakna my board member, very, very close to me, and he was the one who was talking about it. How do you think about legacy? In the sense, when you create an enterprise should not just be there for a particular time frame. In the sense, or 10 varsham, 15 varsham. Yeah, of course, if you want to sell your company and move on, you've not really created a legacy. You've just actually made money and moved on. And with that money, probably you're going to help somebody, and then it becomes a personal legacy. But the most important thing is, as a business, what is the impact what you're creating? An economic, a social impact. And you should think about a 100-year time span. Adukku peru dhaan centennial mbanga. There is a very nice article which was written about which are the companies which have lasted beyond 100 years and why. What is the impact what they have created? Neenga vandu founder ah irukkalam, but how do you create a company which can last 100 years and it is creating a positive impact in the community? We are still talking about the first framework, which is setting a purpose for the organization, a purpose and values. So when you talk about purpose, the purpose of VDOT, why do we exist? We exist to transform the trajectory of people's lives. That's what is our purpose, all right? So what does it mean? Whether we are in technology business or manufacturing business or food delivery business, are we helping people get better in whatever they are. That is what is transforming the trajectory. So if he's joined in a very junior level role in the organization, in the next 2-3 years, has he grown as an individual? Has he grown with skills? Is he having success, wealth, quality of life? These 3 things is what we measure. And that is what is the purpose of the organization, which is to transform the trajectory of people's lives. In my own personal and every individual. So I spoke about the business's purpose in the framework. Now we talk about an individual's framework. What is an individual's purpose? Ennoda purpose enna, I exist to inspire people around me so they can go on to inspire people around them to achieve their fullest potential. What is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is, with this particular video what I'm creating, I'm sharing this video with you. You watch this video, the time you have invested to see this video, you get inspired, you get excited, and that's why you comment on it. And then you go on to share that video with somebody else, and you are inspiring somebody else. And that is legacy. You are creating a momentum in inspiring from one person to another person to another person, and that is how you create a legacy, right? So that is the fundamental framework. So let me know your thoughts. I definitely would love to see your comments. Please go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. For the time which you've invested, I am forever grateful. See you on the other side.